Good morning, Marnie. So inside of this hearing right now, in addition to the CEO, Alan Shaw, and all of the senators that are going to be asking him questions, there are a number of people who live in East Palestine that made the trip all the way here to Washington to witness this moment, to witness some kind of accountability for the train company that is in part responsible for this derailment. And we caught this moment that I thought was pretty extraordinary a little while ago. Some of the people who actually live in East Palestine who feel, if you talk to them, like their concerns are not being heard, like their situations are not being understood by lawmakers and by others. They came out here after the senators from Pennsylvania and Ohio were done speaking and just walked right up and explained in pretty emotional terms what they were going through, what it felt like to have to deal with this situation from their point of view. And I want to play some of that moment that we got.
Who's coming in to help us right now? And I'm sorry, but I'm just saying, when I have family members that are sick, and it's not just one, it's not just two, it's my community also, the people that I've grown up with, they're being forced back into their homes knowing they're not safe with their children. How would you feel taking your child into a home that you knew wasn't safe and watching your child be sick and not being able to get that child out of that home because you don't have the money to? We're humans.
The railroad's reimbursing nobody yet for hotels.
No, they have reimbursed some people, but we can talk about that too because it depends on how big of a fit you throw.
Where are you living now? Are you in a hotel?
We've been in a hotel since the 3rd.
Since the initial derailment.
Any support from Norfolk?
Oh, we definitely have, but it's because I've used my voice.
And if you just caught that last thing she said, that was Jamie Koza, by the way, who lives in East Palestine. She said to Senator Sherrod Brown, it's because I used my voice. But she made it clear that not everybody who is in her situation has been able to do the same. And again, remarkable because sometimes these people just feel like these elected officials don't hear what they say. So she got to deliver that message in person. In addition to that, right now, the CEO and a number of others still testifying, still getting questions from senators. I thought one of the more interesting moments that we got was a few senators have been asking the CEO whether he is going to support this rail safety bill that was introduced by the two senators from Ohio, one Republican, one Democrat. And Alan Shaw said that there are a couple of things within that bill that he can support, but he stopped short of endorsing it altogether. And he said he supports rail car standards, more funding for first responders, and enhanced detector technology that may have helped in this situation. But that bill that these senators are pushing for and the people in East Palestine want to see passed goes way further than that. So he stopped short of endorsing a number of ideas that they think might prevent the next East Palestine situation. We're going to continue to listen to this hearing and hear what else he has to say as he gets these questions from lawmakers on both sides of the aisle, Marnie.
What an emotional moment to hear from that woman, a very real concern.